And I told you we were going to take a trip around the world. We went to Italy first. Now we're going to go to France. A new French restaurant opened up in the Green Bay area, getting rave reviews. It's called Chateau De Pere, and joining us now is their executive chef. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Amy.
Congratulations. I've heard people, everyone who goes must be telling people about the place, because how long have you guys been open?
We've been open for almost 3 months now.
Well, word is spreading.
Yeah.
Where are you guys located?
We're by the water in the pier, 201 James Street.
So in the old James Street Inn.
The old James Street Inn, yeah.
And lunch and dinner, do you do?
Lunch and dinner, yes.
And I mean, really great, the classic French food that you'd get in France. And here's the cool part. Our next big night out is going to be there. So if you want to try some amazing French food at a really great price, you need to come to our next big night out. We're going to go through the whole menu. But first, we're going to actually cook up dessert a little bit. Now, are you from France?
I'm from France, yes, actually.
Sebastian?
From the south of France, Avignon.
I can tell, and I like the beret very
Thank you.
much. So how are you getting used to this cold weather?
I don't. I don't.
I don't know if I do either, Sebastian. So for dessert at our big night out, and this is something I also presume is on the menu over
Yes, it
there.
is.
We're doing classic creme brulee.
Yes, a vanilla creme brulee.
Vanilla creme brulee. So we're going to show you how you can make it at home, or again, how you can experience it at our big night out. So pretty easy. There's not a lot of stuff going on.
So we're going to start with the vanilla. We need to infuse the vanilla in the cream.
This is a whole vanilla bean.
That's a whole vanilla bean. We're going to
You can get that at like specialty food stores and things like that, okay?
We're going to cut it in half.
Okay.
Because the seeds are inside.
You just use a knife and kind of scrape it?
Yes. That's what I'm going to do.
And
right here.
why use that rather than like a vanilla extract?
The flavor are fresh and much better.
We're heating some cream on the stove, and you have to be very careful when you heat heavy cream because it gets incredibly hot, as just did, so it can boil over. So, but we're all
it's okay,
good.
happens
We
all
got
the time.
plenty. Happens at home too.
Happens
so,
all the time.
And this is still perfect, but when you heat heavy cream, it's just really hot.
So we're gonna put the vanilla in the cream. We have 1 cup of cream here, and half vanilla bean is enough for it.
And now you'll be able to see the vanilla specks and really get some great vanilla flavor.
So just gonna whisk it a little bit just to get the flavor all around.
Do you want to continue to heat it?
No, we're just gonna leave it that way.
Okay, now we're going to leave it as is.
Now we need a bowl.
Okay.
And in this bowl we're gonna put 4 yolks.
4 egg yolks.
And we're gonna add 2.2 ounces of granulated sugar.
Okay, just get that little. Okay.
Now we need to whisk it strongly until the yolks gets lighter in color.
Right. So while you're whisking, we'll talk a little bit about the menu that we're doing. The next big night out is coming up Tuesday, December 3rd, I believe is the date. December 4th, excuse me. So it's Tuesday, December 4th. And again, we're going to Chateau De Pere. It's $60 per person. That includes the tax and tip, and we are talking about a seriously good 5-course French meal paired with wine. So we'll go through the menu. Are we about?
We're good right there.
Okay, all right.
We're going to go slowly put the cream in it. Very slowly, because we don't want the boiling cream to cook the eggs.
So creme brulee is so simple, but boy, there's nothing like it.
Very simple.
Just more of a technique.
Yes. The most important is the cooking after in the oven.
That looks perfect. Okay?
Here we go. Once we have this, we just want to dump the liquid in some ramekin.
Okay. That can go in the oven.
They can go in the oven.
And I also see that there's a little bit of water in our baking dish.
Because this cannot boil. If the creme brulee boil, this ruins the dish. So this is the reason why we have the water to avoid the boiling.
Bake at the oven for about how long, Sebastian?
It's about 1 hour and 45 minutes, around 130 degrees Fahrenheit. It's very slow cooking.
Oh, really? Okay.
It can take up to 2 hours 30.
Really? Okay, you want to cook it on very low heat.
This is the actual technique. If it goes too fast, then after the creme brulee is ruined.
Oh, really? All right, I did not know that. Now, then we're done. We've got, this is when it's done. You don't want it brown on top. This is my favorite part of creme brulee. The sugar, it's just raw sugar on top?
It's raw sugar, yes.
Okay, which you can just get that. I saw that at the grocery store yesterday. And then here comes the fun part. Right before you serve it, a lot of sugar, huh? I didn't go near enough.
We do a nice coating on the top of the creme brulee with the sugar. we dump the extra,
Okay.
and that's when we're gonna start to burn
That's
it.
why he's the chef there. All right. The little torch? Or
A little, it's a very little bitty torch, but it works. This is not the actual one we use at the restaurant, but for the show today, that's what we have.
And then that top gets caramelized. Oh my gosh. Well, you're doing that. I'll go through the menu and you can kind of describe it.
Absolutely.
Our first course is going to be mussels. This is something you do at the restaurant.
This is something we have at the restaurant. It's called actually the mussels mariniere. Comes from the northeast of France, but this one will be a mussel mariniere with a French, south of France twist. There is rosemary in it and Dijon mustard.
Ooh. Second course is this gorgeous layered salad, beets and Roquefort cheese. It's beautiful. Is that a little arugula on the top?
It's arugula, yes, arugula in each layers with Roquefort cheese, the beets, with a little decoration with tomato rose and a balsamic vinaigrette.
Oh, our next course, everyone's raving about your French onion soup. It's the real deal with the cheese on top
Yes.
and the French bread.
We have a French onion soup made out of veal base, veal stock, and French baguette bread and Gruyere cheese from Switzerland, not France, but it's close enough.
Always on the menu. People, you know, for lunch, is that something you just serve all the time?
All the
French
time.
onion
It
soup?
is on the lunch and dinner menu, and I serve a lot of it.
Nothing like French onion soup. The main course, one of my favorites.
It's the beef bourguignon. Beef bourguignon from the Burgundy area. Marinated beef with red wine from Burgundy, carrots and onion. Cooked slowly. Actually, it's short rib that I braise for 3 hours almost in the oven. Served with seasonal vegetables and gratin potato.
And last but not least, the creme brulee that we just showed you how to make
And
with a
here.
beautiful strawberry flour. We don't have time for you to make this flour. We'll have to have you another time. But
Yes.
can't wait to see you in a few weeks
Well,
at the
thank you very
next
much.
big night out.
Thank you very much.
So go to our website, get the information, call today to make your reservations. I think this one's going to fill up very, very quickly. The number is right there on the screen, 920-347-0007. Chateau De Pere, we're headed there December 4th. It's going to be a magical night. Cash bar starts at 5:30 and then dinner begins at 6:30. What a meal we're going to have. Can't wait. We'll be back. Our trip around the world continues, so stay with us.